Hello and welcome to the Wilkes Journal-Patriot's High School Sports Rundown, presented by Cooks and produced by River Street Productions. I'm Assistant Sports Editor Brandon Moree.
I'm Sports Editor Zach Colburn.
And we had a great week of inter-county matchups last week. The Eagles and the Vikings kicked those matchups off as they squared off on Tuesday in a softball, soccer, baseball tripleheader in Moravian Falls, and the Eagles came away with a clean sweep. The softball team won 5-1, the soccer team won 4-1, and the baseball team won 16-11. But that was just a teaser for Friday night's set of cross-county action. Zach was in Hayes to see the games between East Wilkes and North Wilkes.
The Cardinals opened up the weekend in style on Friday night as the softball, soccer, and baseball teams all picked up big Mountain Valley Athletic Conference wins. In the softball game, Lauren Rake singled home Lyric Ryan in the bottom of the sixth inning to break the 5-5 tie that ended up being the difference as East Wilkes won 6-5. The first time those two teams met, the Cardinals cruised to an 8-0 win, but East Wilkes head coach Derek Hill noted after the game how much the Vikings have improved throughout the year. Rakes picked up the win on Friday for tossing a complete game and striking out 5 in addition to going 2 for 4 at the plate. Caitlin Macemore also had a big night, going 3 for 4 with 2 doubles. For the Vikings, Lainey Miles went 2 for 4 with 2 doubles and 2 RBIs. In the soccer game, the Cardinals turned a 1-0 halftime lead into a dominating 7-0 win. East Wilkes saw a hat trick from Malia Higgins, a pair of goals from Sierra Pierce, and 1 goal each from Sheila Aguilar and Autumn Garcia. The Vikings were playing without the key players Brittany Johnson and Rosa Munoz-Maya due to injuries. In the baseball game, East Wilkes snapped a 9-game losing streak as they knocked off the Vikings. The Cardinals took advantage of several North Wilkes errors on their way to a 7-5 win. In the third inning, the Cardinals broke the game open by scoring 5 runs, all while recording just 1 hit. After the game, first-year head coach Bradley Hayes said, "It's a relief just to get the win and stop the skid. Whether we win by 20 or by 1, whether we won by errors or a dramatic game-winning hit, it was just important for us to know how a win feels again."
Across town, the Blackhawks and Eagles also met on the diamonds and the pitch, but not all on the same campus. The baseball and softball teams played at West Wilkes, while the soccer teams met in Moravian Falls. In Millers Creek, the Eagles and Blackhawks split as West won the softball game and the Eagles won the baseball matchup. On the softball field, the Blackhawks maintained their perfect conference record with an 8-2 win. West Wilkes pulled ahead with a big third inning that included a grand slam from Lauren Anderson and never looked back. Emily Visnick earned the win inside the circle for the Blackhawks, tossing a complete game and recording 6 strikeouts. She also went 2 for 4 at the plate with an RBI. Haley Moore also left the yard in the game as she went 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs. For the Eagles, Brooke McNeil and Jordan Ellis each had 2 hits apiece. In the baseball game, Wilkes Central put themselves in the driver's seat in the MVAC regular season title race as they avenged an earlier extra innings loss to the Blackhawks with a 12-3 win in Millers Creek. Houston Kuhn led the way for the Eagles as he went 3 for 5 with 4 RBIs and a pair of runs scored. Dante Scales also tallied 3 hits for the Eagles to go along with 2 RBIs, and Tanner Waddell and Cruz Lowe also added 2 hits apiece. For the Blackhawks, Trenton Walsh went 2 for 2 with all 3 of the Blackhawks' RBIs. Over at Wilkes Central, the Eagles kept their conference record perfect with a 3-1 win against their rival Blackhawks. West Wilkes head coach Karsten Look packed his 11 players deep in their own territory, but the Eagles still managed to break through for 3 goals. Carson Anderson scored the breakthrough goal in the 9th minute, and Holly Swafford doubled that lead early in the second half. Cassie Burtis brought the Blackhawks back to within 1 goal in the 71st minute, but the Eagles put the game away with a goal from Karsten Adair in the 79th. We'd like to take this time to remind you to be sure and stop by Cooks, the area's leader in sports equipment, for all your baseball and softball needs. As always, be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at WJP_sports, and while you're at it, go ahead and like us on Facebook too. This has been the Wilkes Journal-Patriot's High School Sports Rundown presented by Cooks. Thank you for watching.